Hey, beautiful people. Hola, mi gente. What's up? Que bola? A bitch is back. I'm here with another reminder. I hope you want to hear, so here it goes. And if it doesn't apply, let this shit motherfucking fly, because I'm not for everyone. Everyone's not for me. Get it? Got it? Good. Maintain your personal existence. Meaning, don't lose yourself in the shit that you've got involved with, whether that's a relationship, whether that's an illness, whether that's a career, whether that's your education, whether that's money, whatever you are obsessing about right now, that's just a one part of you. It's not all of you. In one area falls apart, the other ones will follow. So don't think like, oh, my relationships are great, but my job sucks. Don't think that your job sucking is not going to integrate eventually into your relationships. Do you see what I'm trying to say? I just learned a lot of shit. I just came back from a rheumatology appointment, and I have an autoimmune issue. So, which is hilarious because Western doctors, most Western doctors, not all, they treat the symptoms. They don't get to the root of the issue. And I'm going through a detox in the next week or so, and I have an 8-week protocol with my naturopathic doctor because all these things that are happening to me, autoimmune, inflammation is caused by mucus means your body's dehydrated. Mucus is the one symptom in every illness, sickness, or disease. So basically, you drinking more water, you getting at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. I know this sounds fucking crazy, but the better you sleep, the more you feel better and rejuvenated. And an exercise program. And I understand that some of us may be physically limited or even mentally limited. I have a lot of clients that refuse to leave their house, especially after the pandemic. So I do a lot of home visits, and that's why sometimes it's really hard to book me on the weekends. But I'm saying all this to say, prioritize your health, prioritize your personal existence. Your soul, your spirit, your energy, your heart, your aura, whatever you call it, is housed in this human body. And if you're not taking care of this human body, everything else will fall apart. So your spirituality may be on point. You may be the most empathetic, badass, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, claircognizant, all these things in the world, but you could be sick as shit because number one, you're not maintaining your spiritual boundaries. You're not knowing how to transmute energy after you read someone or play around with cards and pull someone's cards. Y'all need to be careful. Y'all just doing this shit willy-nilly and not realizing that these energies that you're working on or the people that you're helping in 2 miles, you end up sorry, my GPS was going off. But y'all just keep dabbling with spirituality, not realizing that the energy you take on from another person because you've helped them in a situation, you take on their energy now. Now their problems are now your shit. And that's one of the things I'm going to be talking to you guys about this Thursday. Tomorrow, new moon, for a special new moon, I'm going live on TikTok 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then after that, I'm going to do the new moon in Gemini Community Ritual starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to join me for the Community Ritual, I will love to have you, but as always, please follow your intuition working with any spiritual advisor, even that means you do not work with me. What I mean by that, the exchange is $15.51 per person. I do all the heavy lifting. I do the candle work, the singing, the praying, the playing, the instruments, the dancing, all that. You're only going to see a couple videos. The first video is going to be of the candle portion. The second video is going to be an astrological breakdown. And then the third video is going to be a reading, and I send it to you in a private YouTube link. For members of the I Am the Altar, you're automatically included. And you also have an option. Use the right lane to take it. My GPS keeps going off. But anyway, I do all the heavy lifting for you. It's about a 4 to 8 hour ceremony, depending which. I started doing this. I've been doing this for over 20 plus years. I am an expert in my field. I've been doing this work since I was 14 years old. I am an expert in the field. I'm 50 years old now. I was taught by my grandmother who did this work for her personal family and friends in Cuba. And I was raised by my grandmother and raised by my grandfather and raised by my mama. My mama was a single parent when I was young, but I was raised by those three amazing individuals. And yes, they all had flaws, and so do I. I'm grateful for the experience, and I'm grateful for what they taught me, how to believe in my own spirituality and my own path and my own joy and my own peace and my own love. And I'm so fucking grateful for them. To the point that if you ever seen any pictures of me, if you've been following me for a long time, you've probably seen my thighs. I have two portraits, one of my grandmother and one of my grandfather on my thighs, my mother's parents. That's how much they mean to me. Not saying that my mom does, but my mom's still here with me, so we got a lot more time to go. She ain't going nowhere anytime soon. That woman is healthy as hell. She still works out an hour every day. I need to be like her. And I just came from a rheumatologist appointment. And they actually said I need to start implementing an exercise regimen, drinking more water, prioritizing my sleep. I'm doing all the things, you know. I have a pain psychologist. I have a pelvic floor therapist. I go to therapy every week, like either it's the pain psychologist or because again my body's riddled with pain, um, and I know about getting attacked and about energies, and I used to be that way about 15 years ago until I started really prioritizing boundaries. No is my favorite word, and prioritizing my spiritual and energetic practices after any session that I have dealt with clients. But I've been reading people since I was 14 years old, professionally. So there's that. And there's been times that I've taken breaks that I haven't, I didn't provide services for about maybe 6 months to a year. Yeah, sometimes you need to pull away and take your own little sabbaticals and prioritize your health, prioritize your personal existence. Again, I don't know why I'm being led to share this, but I'm being led to share this. So maybe this resonates with one of you guys here. And if it does, and if you want to talk more about it, book a session with me or join me with the community reading. I do have a community reading coming up for June 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's $30 per person on a Zoom platform where you can ask any one question that you like. But what usually happens if I'm answering somebody else's question, that answer also applies to another area of your life. So you get more than one question answered. And those videos are not recorded for privacy reasons, obviously. And I say in the description that I'll try to get to your question, but I don't know why I have it in there. I guess maybe just for logistical reason, but I do answer everybody's questions. And they're very intimate, and I love that. And I keep it at a small amount of people because I don't want to be overwhelmed by everybody's energy. But if you have something you want to dig into, if you have any specific questions that you want to ask me, no personal questions, y'all. If it's a personal question and you ask me during a live, you might get embarrassed. So just watch yourself, and it's a really great place to check me out. But tomorrow's live is going to be at 8 p.m. and then we have the community ritual at 10 p.m. And other than that, if nobody else told you today, I'm telling you, Mama Vida. They nicknamed me Mama throughout the years because they say I am like a mother. And I do. I treat everybody like they're my children. Not that y'all are children, but I feel with my experiences and with my education and with my expertise, with doing this work for over 35 plus years, I'm a mother figure according to my community, and they name me Mama Vida, and I take that title proudly because I give those spiritual pelas or their spiritual papaos, when you're not acting right. Because sometimes it ain't the world throwing shit at you, it be you. Sometimes you standing in your own way, and sometimes you the one blocking your own blessing. Sometimes you ignorant and you don't want to hear nobody else's shit because you think your way is the only way. That's a little bit of narcissism there, y'all. But that's a conversation for another day. Again, I hope this resonates. If it doesn't, let this shit fly. It's all good. I love you. Mama Vida loves you. And I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you woke up. I'm glad that you're watching this video. Please engage. If you like my video, please repost this, share it, like it, comment. The more engagement that I get, the more that I get seen. And the algorithm, because I have been shadow banned exclusively on Instagram. Um, I have over 36,000 followers and I only get like 50 to 100 views on my stories because I don't kiss ass and I don't, align with the system. But again, take care of your personal existence. And that means physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic, financial, whatever way you want to look into. But take care of your personal existence. I love you and thank you for waking up today. You're needed.